Welcome to the Success Factors Performance Management Training for Employees. This training session will focus on goal management and continuous feedback. We hope this training session will provide you with information that will assist you in learning to utilize our new performance management tool. My name is Jeffrey Dinkins, and I'm an employee development specialist.
And hi, I'm Michelle Braxton, the HR Performance Analyst.
Our agenda is as follows. We'll provide you with an introduction to success factors, learning objectives, the purpose and functionality of success factors, a system demonstration followed by a summary. Success Factors is the new Fulton County performance management system that will ensure strategy and goal alignment, track activities and achievements, and improve performance through continuous feedback and coaching when appropriate. Our learning objectives. Describe success factors and its functionality. Identify components of SMART goals. View a cascaded goal. Update the goal's status and progress. Create and edit activities and achievements. And request, view, and give feedback. The purpose of this training session is to familiarize Fulton County employees with functionalities relating to goals and performance in success factors. Success factors is commonly referred to as SAP. Success factors is a cloud-based solution that manages business alignment and automates the performance and goal management process. Success factors can help meet organizational and individual goals, engage employees, and improve the customer service experience. The functionality of goal management is to simplify the goal management process, track goal progress, and ensure employees are working efficiently. Managers are responsible to cascade goals to their employees, identify who is working on which goals, and monitor goal progress. There are three types of goals in success factors. Number one, departmental key performance indicators or KPI goals. These are the goals linked to your department's KPI. The second, individual performance goals. Goals that are not linked to your KPI. A few examples would be any initiatives or projects you're currently working on. The third is your personal development goal. Goals which build knowledge and skills. Examples would be certifications and training classes you attend. SMART goals provide a method for creating goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Goals should be the primary focus of your time and effort throughout the year and should align to support larger organizational goals. The S represents specific, provides a clear description of what needs to be achieved. The M represents measurable, includes a metric that a target indicates success. The A represents achievable, sets a challenging and attainable target. The R represents realistic, ensures it is relevant, reasonable, and results driven. And T represents time bound, provides a date for when your goal needs to be achieved. In continuous feedback, employees can update progress and prioritize goals, create and share achievements and activities with their manager. Managers can view what the team is working on, schedule one on one discussions, and provide coaching. The Human Resources Management Department will remind managers to have quarterly check ins and provide managers with guidance on coaching. In continuous feedback, you can also request, view, and give feedback to employees in your department, which Michelle will demonstrate to you shortly. The system demonstration will consist of a system access, general navigation, an overview of the home page, reporting structure, employee directory search, how to view a goal plan, how to review and update the status of goals, creating and or updating activities and achievements, and how to request, view, and give feedback.
All right, thanks so much, Jeff. Let's discuss how to access the SuccessFactors system. And what you'll need to do is double click on the icon on your desktop which reads SuccessFactors. If it's your first time logging into the system, it may require that you enter the company ID, which is Fulton Cown here, and then you'll utilize your username and password. This is the same username and password that you used to log onto your computer. And then after that point, you'll double click on the icon and it should take you directly into the system via the home page. So we're going to navigate to the home page. The home page is a central location where employees can find tiles such as the reporting structure, goal plan, and continuous feedback. The icon on the top left-hand side is the home button. This will be used to get back to the home page from wherever you are within the system. To the top right is the search bar, and this can be used to search for employees that are utilizing the system, like so. Now there are three sections on the home page. You have the performance management dashboard, additional resources, and then training videos. Under the performance management dashboard, we have the reporting structure, the goal plan, continuous feedback, the forms inbox, and the personal development tile. When you click on the reporting structure, it shows your place within the organization and allows you to search and see your or someone else's role within the organization. For example, if I wanted to search for a specific person, in this case, I'm going to search for my appointing authority, Kenneth Herman, and you'll use this search org chart field. You start typing in that individual's name, and as you can see, you'll start pulling up anybody named Kenneth. And then when I add his last name, it pulls up his org chart. If you click on the image, it will display a box that looks similar to a business card. And there you can see a little bit more information about that individual. For example, the number of direct reports that they have, the size of their team. You can also see who their manager is and what their email address is. If you click on the email address link here, this will pop up a box that links directly to Outlook and it allows you to email them directly through Outlook. Now, if I wanted to expand the reporting structure out, I can do so. And all I need to do is click on this gray field if someone has a direct report, and that will expand the org chart out. To expand it back in, simply click on that field again, and that will bring that information back in. To drag and drop, all you have to do is hold the left button on your mouse, and that will allow you to drag and drop that org chart. Now let's click on the button up one level. And as you can see, you can keep going up the organizational chart. You have access to view all the employees that are utilizing the system in Fulton County, all of their org charts. So it's not just your department. You also have the ability to, if you click in this right-hand corner, this download button, you have the ability to save this as a PDF or a JPEG and print this information as well. If you want to make this bigger or smaller, you can do so by clicking the plus and minus. Now let's discuss another great tool. Here up top on the left-hand side, if you click on the directory, this allows you to perform a more detailed search by clicking on more options. And as you can see, there's several different fields which you can do that search on or with. I'm going to use the department search field. I'm going to scroll down and find human resources. You do so by clicking to the left of that name and click search. And if I scroll down, my search provides me with a list of everyone that works in the department. Now, if I check this box to the left of employee, I have some more options to be able to export the list of or anyone's name who I have checked. I also can email the names of anyone who I have checked, and also can print that information. I only want to just select two of those people, then I can select those two as well. One thing similar to in the reporting structure, this Rolodex card to the right of that individual, it allows you to pull up that business card again too. Now let's return back to the home page. And as Jeff mentioned earlier, performance begins with goals management. So we're going to go to the goal plan tile. And so this is my goal plan here. And you should expect to have a conversation with your manager soon to discuss the goals which they plan to cascade or create for you. Once your manager has cascaded a goal to you, you'll receive an email and it will look similar to this. And so once it's been cascaded, after you receive that email notification, then I would suggest logging into SuccessFactors and visiting your goal plan tile, and you'll see the new goal in which your supervisor has cascaded to you. But the email notification, you'll have your supervisor's name, and then it says, please be advised that the goal, and it'll state the goal's name, and then your supervisor's name there. So let's go back to my goal plan. As you can see, this form is very simple and easy to follow, but it is still comprehensive enough to show you exactly what you need to know. At the top left, you'll see there your name, and then the automatic default for the year in which we are in will be here. So we are in 2020's goal plan. You'll see a brief introduction and instructions on depending on what your role is here in the county. Now, goals. There are two types of goals that could be potentially cascaded to you. You have departmental KPI goals, and then you also have individual performance goals. Goals are automatically assigned a goal number here and have a description that will be associated with that. Below that, you can view alerts associated with that goal, who created, edited, linked, or aligned that goal, and when it was done here. To the right of that, in the KPI column, if there is a KPI that is associated with it, then that information will appear here. And the next column we'll have is the start and then the due dates column, in which those goals will start and then the expected due date. Then you have the status column, and then the achievements column, which we'll talk about a little bit more in detail. And then the final column is the actions column. One thing to note, if you wanted to add or take away some of these columns, you can do so by pressing display options here on the top right. And so it gives you some other options as it relates to the goal that you can add. And if you click update, and so see, this information has been updated to reflect that. Now, on the left side, directly under your goal, let's discuss two ways to update the status. The first one, if you click edit right below your goal here, this is the information that your supervisor has input for your goal. So you will leave this information alone, and the only information that you will update is, has this been achieved? Yes, in progress, or no. So those are your options, and then status, on track, behind, completed, postponed, canceled, or not started. And the date information will stay the same, and then once you update it, you will press Save Changes. Now the other way to update the status of a goal, in this action column, these three vertical dots, you click Edit Goal, and it pops up that same box that we just discussed, and then you can click Has this been achieved, or and then update the status and then save changes as well. All right, so now we're going to move over and go to continuous feedback. When you access continuous feedback, any activities that you've recorded will appear here in this area, with the most recent ones appearing first. Activities are the incremental steps and physical actions that take place to support the completion of the overall goal. And these may be projects or initiatives or major tasks that you're working on. You can record all the activities that you're currently working on and make regular status updates, set the importance of an activity, and add new activities so your manager knows what you're working on. And because your manager has visibility of your activities, coaching and guidance can also be provided. Now there's three sections in continuous feedback. You have activities, achievements, and feedback. So to add an activity, in this section here, you would click Add Activity. And this allows you to create a new activity simply by giving it a new name. And then you can update the status. You also have the ability to link this to a performance goal if you choose, or a personal development goal if you choose. And then you just click Save. Once an activity has been created, you now have the option to add an update by inputting the new information relating to the activity in this text bar here, where it says Add an Update. And then you would just click OK. You can also update the status here. And then you also have three options if you need to edit the activity, delete the activity. And then one thing that we'll talk about later, you can request feedback as it relates to this particular activity. Now, please note that your manager and supervisor can perform all the tasks mentioned above relating to your activities as well. And one thing I wanted to note down at the bottom where it says other topics. So let's discuss that. This section is meant for items that you'd like to discuss during your next one-on-one meetings with or meeting with your manager or supervisor. To add a topic, you'll click Add Topic here. Type in the information and click OK. And so after you have that meeting with your supervisor and you've discussed it, you have the ability to cross it out as something that you've already discussed just by clicking this dot here to the left. The one thing I want to show you, how to turn this activity to an achievement. So we can go on over to the Achievements tab. If I change the status to completed here, a box will pop up and it'll say, congratulations, turn your completed activity into an achievement to record it as part of your accomplishments for this year. You can change the information here, but I'm going to leave it as is, and I'm going to say create an achievement. All right. Now, if we go to the Achievements tab, this is where that information will be, and it can be sorted by time or by goal. So the important thing to know is that as it relates to achievements, it's important to keep track of achievements throughout the year so that both the employee and the manager have a complete picture of what the employee is focusing on and what has been accomplished throughout the year. And the goal plan allows you to see any achievements that have been recorded for a goal. So this becomes a one-stop shop for all the actions that you've taken to achieve your goals. And when your performance conversations take place, all of your accomplishments and feedback are in one place, allowing you and your manager to have a more constructive conversation. Under the Achievements tab, we can view, uh, like I said, by time and by goal. And then if we wanted to add an achievement directly to this page, let's say, and then you would put the date. You have the ability to link it to a particular activity or a performance goal here if you choose, and then you can click Save. And see, it showed up here directly here. If you click on these three dots, again, you have the ability to delete, edit the achievement, and request feedback. So uh, let's edit one of these, and let's tie it to a goal that I've been working on. And I'm going to select this one and click Save. So I want to show you where that information ties. If I go back to my goal plan, and scroll down to my goals here, as you can see, this number here, it shows the goals that activities that have been linked to that particular achievement. All right. So again, um, achievements, activities can be turned into achievements, and then you can link those achievements to particular goals that have been cascaded or created for you. All right, so now we're going to go back to continuous feedback. And let's talk about feedback. So there's three um, different types of feedback. We have request feedback, view feedback, and give feedback. Employees want feedback from their managers and others, and continuous feedback improves employee engagement and overall productivity with informal check-ins and conversations between managers and employees. Feedback can be requested for various reasons. For example, you may have worked with a colleague within your department on a project and you wish to obtain feedback from them. So this gives you the ability to do that. Um, Down below, it will show any feedback that you've already received. To the left, it says link to, and similar to achievements and activities, you can link these to different activities and achievements if you choose. And so let's go to request feedback and see what that looks like. As Jeff mentioned earlier, you have the ability to request feedback from your coworkers, meaning anyone that works within your department. So if I wanted to request feedback from Jeff, I type in his name and his information will go here. If I try to type in someone else's name who does not work in my department, it's going to give me a message. You have no permission to request feedback from them. So I know I can't request it from them. And the message below will populate it automatically, but you can feel free to change that as you see fit. And then you would just click send and send that information on to that person. Any requests that you sent out, these will show here under view feedback requests. And then you have the ability to give feedback. So if I just wanted to provide feedback to someone, then similar to giving feedback or receiving feedback, then that can be done there. And then you would just type in the feedback that you want to give that individual and then press send. All right. So now we're going to go back to the home page and let's discuss the forms inbox. When applicable, certain documents relating to quarterly check-ins, feedback surveys, and the performance improvement plans will appear in this area here. You can see all your forms, which right now I don't have any forms, but once I do obtain any forms, they will appear here. And you can see the progress by clicking in progress, and then any completed forms. This is where all those documents will be stored here. All right, I'm gonna go back home. And let's discuss the personal development plan tile. And this is where you and your supervisor can add or create personal development goals such as training classes or job shadowing requests or certification classes. And to do that, you simply just click um, add a goal and it pops up this box. And so whatever the goal or, training that you want to take, you would type that information there. If there's actions that you need to complete in order to do that, then that information will be typed there, and then you would change the status there, and then click Save and Close. And just as you have the ability to enter this information, your supervisor has the ability to add development goals for you as well. All right, back to the home page, and let's discuss additional resources that are available to you. We have the quick reference guide, frequently asked questions, employee checklist, supervisor checklist. These documents are downloadable and printable if you choose. And got a question? This is if you have questions that you need to ask the SuccessFactors administrator, you can do that. And this will pop up an email box for you to be able to send questions. If you want to access Fulton County's HR policies, you can do that by clicking on this tile. And then if you want to find out what your departmental KPIs, you can access Fulton County's performance dashboard by clicking on this tile. The last section is training videos, and these will change as time goes on, but this will be an area in which you can access training videos that will be available to you. Now that concludes the system demonstration portion of our webinar. I'm going to turn things back over to Jeff and allow him to summarize things that we've gone over.
In summary, Success Factors manages business alignment and automates the performance and goal management process. Employees can view goals cascaded from managers and update goal status. Employees can record activities and achievements. Managers can provide continuous feedback and coaching to employees. If you have any questions or technical issues, there are designated email addresses provided for you. Miss Alberta Nero and Michelle Braxton are your two performance management contacts. Michelle and I want to thank you for participating in today's training session. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.